So in this video I'm going to tell you exactly how to get your dream life in 3 clear steps. I know you've maybe heard this a lot of times, but I have some unique additions that nobody else talks about normally. Becoming authentic means choosing your identity. I myself thought for a long time that becoming authentic is a magical thing, like all of a sudden you're authentic. Actually, becoming authentic means you figure out what your core desires are and you formulate an identity around those core desires. This chosen identity is your authentic being. That's what it means to become authentic. So let me give you the super brief summary of the 3-step process. Step 1, you figure out what your core desires are. What are core desires? It's your deepest desires, and I will tell you exactly how you get to know them. Step 2, you formulate an identity. It means you choose the version of yourself who you want to be. And step 3, you anchor this identity deep into your being until it becomes who you are, and everything else will follow this identity. This is the super brief summary, so let's get now into detail. Step 1, figuring out your core desires. This is who you are. Why is it important that you figure out your core desires? Why not just write down any desires? Your core desires are your deepest desires, meaning that is who you truly are. And how do you figure them out? Now I give you a secret. Jealousy is your compass in finding out your deepest desires, because most people tell you don't be jealous, but actually if you're jealous about somebody, it shows you what your core desires are, because they have something that you don't have, and this something is what you yourself want to have. So watch out for jealousy. It will guide you in the right direction. Second compass is excitement. Observe what excites you. So try out many different things, enroll in new courses, visit new places, talk to new people, and while you do it, observe what of those things excite you and what of those things bore you. The exciting things are probably linked in some way to your core desires. And final step, meditate and listen inwardly. Many times when you become silent in meditation, you will also get clues what your core desires are. Alright, once you figured out your core desires, we go to step 2, which is you choose who you want to be, formulate your identity around your core desires. And why is it important to formulate your identity around core desires and not any desires? Because it will make it easier to achieve your chosen identity. It will make it easier to stay in character because it will feel more natural. Nothing is lost if you formulate your identity around quote-unquote superficial desires, which you maybe got from some influencers. Maybe you thought that's what you want. The worst thing can happen, you will figure out later that that's not what you really wanted. But you can speed up the process if you figure out your core desires directly. So how do you formulate your identity in step 2? You open a document or you take a piece of paper and you write in as much detail as possible your dream life. That means, how do you want to feel? Do you want to feel confident? Do you want to feel powerful? Do you want to feel excited for life? You write down situations and examples of how you would like to behave in certain situations. And of course you write down any material things you would like to have. Or you could just write, I have enough money to buy everything I want within reason. So Try to be specific, but you don't have to be super specific. It's more about how you feel and trusting that your subconscious mind will get you what you want. Once you have a clear picture of your chosen identity, we can continue with step 3. Step 3 is anchoring your chosen identity until it takes no second thought. What does it mean to anchor your identity? It means you let this new identity penetrate every cell in your being. And how do you do that? First of all, you have to read your identity sheet at least 2 times per day, at least once in the morning and at least 1 time before bed. Even better, 1 time during the day. Repetition is key. This is important such that it's always clear to you who you are. And you are broadcasting that signal of who you are to everyone around you. And by that you will anchor your identity. And second part is you have to use subliminal messaging. That means you listen to subliminal tracks which will reinforce your chosen identity. Either you can use ready-made subliminals on YouTube or you can create your own. It's important that you listen to those subliminals daily because repetition is key. Your subconscious mind learns by repetition. The dominant beliefs you hold around yourself will become your reality. So the more times you repeat it, the more quickly you will see results. With constant repetition, you will override any contradicting beliefs, which will speed up the process. So now we've talked about what it means to anchor your identity, and actually that's all you need. So let me talk now, why is it enough, those 3 steps? Why you don't have to plan any action immediately or struggle in life. Those 3 steps until anchoring your identity are enough because reality is just a delayed reflection of your identity, of your beliefs. You don't fight or struggle with reality because that would reinforce a self-concept of a struggling person. The key is feeling and knowing you already achieved it. This is where fake it till you make it comes from. This is what I mean by anchoring your identity daily and continuously. You go through your day with your identity firmly held. And finally, when you trust the process, the actions you have to take will become clear and effortless. That's exactly the sign that you are doing it correctly. When your actions become effortless, you're doing it correctly. There is no struggle because your subconscious mind knows exactly what and when to do it. It will guide you to the right places, to the right people at the right time. This is magic. It arranges all circumstances in the background for you, if you trust it. That's why it's important to anchor your identity in your subconscious and then let the subconscious work in the background to arrange all the situations you need such that this identity will become a reality and you will see this identity reflected as a result in your reality. Okay, so let's recap the process. Becoming authentic means choosing your identity. It means choosing who you want to be, and you will become that person. It works even quicker if you believe you are already that person. So figure out your core desires. Jealousy and excitement are your compass. Try out different stuff. Once you figured out your core desires, you formulate an identity which has a life where those desires are met. And step 3, you continuously anchor this identity in your being, meaning you read your identity sheet 2 to 3 times per day and you listen to subliminal messages that reinforce your identity. During the day, you focus on your chosen identity and not so much on the actions you take. Why is this enough? Because reality is just a delayed reflection of your chosen identity. Your subconscious mind will rearrange situations and persons and places and actions exactly to match your chosen identity. You don't have to worry about it. When you need to worry about something, your subconscious mind will tell you. Alright, that's the simple and complete 3-step process to achieve your dream life. Enjoy your new life.